Hello everyone. In continuation of our quantitative aptitude, the next topic what we are going to see is clocks. So first question, 3:15 is seen in the image of the clock in the mirror. What would be the right time? So here we have been given four options. We need to select the correct one. So we know in an analog clock, the maximum time is 12 hours or 12.00. So which we will write it as 11:60 instead of 12. From that, we'll be subtracting whatever time which is given, that is 3:15. So to get the result, 5, 4, 8. So the actual time will be 8:45, which means our option A. Let us move on to the next question. What will be the angle between the two hands of a clock at 8:30 p.m.? Whether it is AM or PM, it is immaterial. But still, in the question, they gave you 8:30 p.m. So let us see what is the correct time. This should be A. So now, for finding out the angle, we will use a formula. A is equal to 30 times H minus 5.5 times M, where A is the angle between two hands, H denotes hour, and M denotes minutes. So here they say 8:30, which means hour is 8. So this is 30 times 8 minus 5.5 times 30. So if we calculate, we get 240 minus 5.5 into 30, you get 165. So if we calculate, we get 75 degrees as the angle. So our option B is the right option. Let us move on to the next question. At what time between 6 and 7 o'clock will the hands of a clock coincide? Hands of the clock coincide means the angle A will be 0 degrees. So which means we can equate 0 to our formula, which is 30 times hour minus 5.5 times minute. So which means 0 is equal to 30 times. Since they talk about 6 and 7 o'clock between, so the time and hour should be 6 only. 6 minus 5.5 M. We need to find out what is M value. So this we can rewrite it as 180 minus 5.5 times M, or 5.5 times M can be equated to 180, which means our M is 180 by 5.5, which can be, we can multiply both numerator and denominator by 10 to get 1800 by 55. Now let us divide 1800 with the 55. If we consider 3, it is 5 3s, 3 5s are 15, 1, 3 5s are 15, 16. And this is 15, 150. Now this is 2, we get 110, we get a remainder as 40. So this can be rewritten as 3240 by 55. Further, it can be simplified because 40 and 55 both are divisible by 5. So 5 8s are 40, 5 11s are 55. So we get 32 8 by 11. Therefore, the time will be 6 hours and 32 8 by 11 minutes. So where is that? Here it is. Option C is our right option. Let us move on to the next question. After 9 o'clock, at what time will the hour and minute hand of a wall clock be in opposite direction to each other between 9 and 10 o'clock? Here, the hands are opposite to each other means it becomes straight line. So it is 180 degrees. So angle is 180 and that is equated to 30 times hour minus 5.5 times minute. See, everywhere I wrote this modulus. In case of any negative value, that will be converted to positive. For that reason, the modulus is incorporated, right? Here I am not writing modulus because here we are going to find out m value. So this is equated to 30 times h. H is 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So h has to be considered 9 minus 5.5 times m. That means 5.5 times m can be equated to 30 into 9 is 270 minus 180. That gives you 90, which means our m value is 90 divided by 5.5. Multiplying numerator and denominator by 10, we get 900 by 55. Now let us divide 900 by 55. We get 55 ones or 55. This we will get 35, 350. Now further, let us consider 55 into 6. 6 5s are 30, 6 5s are 30, 33. Yeah. So we'll consider 16. And here you get 330. So the remainder is 20. So this can be written as 16 20 by 55. Let me rub this. So now further this can be simplified as 16. Both are divisible by 5. So 4s are 5 4s are 20, 5 11s are. Therefore, the time will be 9 hours, 16, 4 by 11 minutes. And where is that? It is option A is our right option. Let us move on to the next question. Question 5. At what time between 7 and 8 o'clock will the hands of a clock be in straight line but not together? Straight line but not together means the angle will become angle will become 180 degrees. That will be 30 times h minus 5.5 times m. Here, hour we have to consider 7 to 8 means 7 we have to consider. So 30 times 7 minus 5.5 m. So that means 5.5 m will be 30 into 7. It is 210 minus 180. So that becomes 30, which means our m will be 30 divided by 5.5, which can be simplified as, removing the decimal by multiplying numerator and denominator by 10, we get this. Further, this can be simplified as 5 11s are 55, 5 60s are 300. Therefore, the time will be 7 hours and 60 by 11 minutes. Let us move on to the next question. At what time between 5 and 6 o'clock will the hands of a clock be at right angle? So the angle will become now 90 degrees because it is in right angle. That is equated to 30 times h minus 5.5 times m, which will be 30 times. However, we have to consider 5 to 6 means we have to consider 5 minus 5.5 times m, which means 5.5 times m will be 30 into 5 is 150 minus 90, we get 60. That means our m will be 60 divided by 5.5, multiplying numerator and denominator by 10, we get 600 by 55. 5 11s are 55. 5 12s are 60. So 120 by 11. Therefore, the time will be 5 hours and 120 by 11 minutes. That is the solution. Let us move on to the next question. A clock takes 33 seconds to strike 12 times. Suppose the hand is in this position. To strike 2 times, it takes this one interval. Again, to strike one more time, it takes this much of interval, equal intervals, which means that the number of strikes which is given as 12 and the number of intervals it passes will be one less, so that is 11, and it takes time in seconds as 33. Similarly, if it has to strike 6 times, then it will cross 5 intervals. We need to find out the time. So that means 11 by 5 is equal to 33 by x, which means our x will be 33 into 5 divided by 11. So 3 into 5, 15 seconds. So that is the solution for this question.